Holy dooly, welcome one, welcome all. Oh my god, my whole song and dance, I hate myself. This is Figure Friday with Nick Storm, the 33rd episode of Figure Friday with Nick Storm, yeah. Leanne, Icon. God, dude, I'm already lightheaded. This is Figure Friday. This is the 33rd installment. We got some special guests for this one as well. CaseFresh Pod have made their way down all the way from the pond, all the other side, on the other hemisphere. Okay. And we might, gosh darn, bring them right in right now. But before we do that, a little word from our they're not sponsor. I don't know. Our word from our affiliate. I don't freaking know.
Use code ICON.
We have Oh my god! Holy shit, man! We have FigVault and FigHeel, the CaseFresh Pod. Sorry, that was a genuine pop. How the hell are you guys doing? Welcome to Figure Friday.
The Philadelphian Icon.
Man, put that on a shirt. You guys have my freaking permission to sell that if you guys want. FigVault and FigHeel, welcome to the Figure Friday Vortex, the mothership, if you gosh darn will. And you guys are, I'm not, not trying to give a biased take here, but you guys look very, very nice this afternoon, if I do say so myself.
We only modeled our look after the great.
Oh man, I'm getting too many praises. Okay, I do appreciate that, but we have Jacob, the wrestling fan, is here saying hi, saying what's up.
What's going on, Jacob?
What's going on, Jacob? Yeah, talk to me. You guys just released and have been pumping out content like crazy, man. I've been consuming it. All right, I've been a nice little consumer of late stage capitalism already. All right, so we've been here. We've been consuming FigHeel and FigVault content, but CaseFresh Pod. Talk to me about I think I remember hearing on the first episode or episode 0, I guess, of CaseFresh, how the story and how the origin story, I guess, of this podcast started. But what is the quick rundown? Was it more so of you heel talking Vault into this, or the other way around? How did it come about?
We talk every day, like all day, every day, like no exaggeration. Like we're constantly texting all day, every day. And, we've been talking about this for a couple of years, but when it came down to somebody editing, that's when we kind of shied away from it because it's just,
right.
I didn't know how to edit, and I, just wasn't really prepared to do that. And, we would talk it up like, hey, we'd be great at this. And then we would just let it die. And then,
like all good ideas, right?
And then I finally just was like, fuck it. Let's just fucking do it. And then I really pushed him, and, luckily he said, yeah, let's fucking do it. And here we are.
Yeah, we just I don't know, just didn't really want to do the editing on it. We both edit a lot of stuff as it is. So right. To go in and edit like an audio podcast, it was just just another thing. There's only so many hours in the day, you know what I mean? You do it yourself, it takes a lot. I think people don't understand that, they think that if you do an hour or something, they think, oh, it's just an hour. That's just an hour of their day. It's no, it's I don't even want to say the number of hours that Joe puts into editing this podcast. It's absolutely sickening to me. And I've told him multiple times, I do not like the fact that you spend this much time on it.
The unsung heroes of the podcast industry, honestly, the editors, the people who bring the podcast episodes to light. That's actually a good question I kind of want to bring up. How did you guys manage to fit this in your already content pump and schedule? I like to say pump, mid pump. That's a reference to CaseFresh Pod, by the way. But how'd you already have the space, or did you have to allocate certain time and stuff like that to implement this podcast, or is it I've got some spare time here. Let's make this a thing? Or is it so you have to allocate it on its own manually?
It was kind of just we strategically picked a day that we were going to record. And then we strategically picked a day that we were going to drop it. And then we were just got to maneuver everything else around it and figure out a way to do it. It's really what it came down to. It wasn't oh, I'm free this day, I'm free that day. It was kind of all right, what would make the most sense?
Yeah, well, there you go, dude. And now, I think it's episode 8 or 9 of the CaseFresh Pod right now. What do you guys,
Yeah.
9? What do you guys have in sights for the future? Do you guys have anything like special planned for milestone episodes or just things that do you guys have any things cooking that you're very, very excited for this podcast?
At this point right now, we do, as far as a couple like guests that we have some links to that we want to bring on, but we've been holding off on that because we like we said, we're new, all new to this like audio recording and audio editing and how it all goes down, like even like using these platforms and everything like that. But we have a ton of ideas, but our biggest thing was like, let's make sure that just like the bare bones stuff is good before we start moving on to this other stuff. We don't want to bring somebody else in and then it's like, all right, it sounds like shit, it looks like shit. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to kind of polish the turd first and then bring other people in.
Polish the turd, refine the turd,
yeah.
All that stuff. That's cool that you guys want to do interviews and stuff like that. Like I'm a fan. Okay, I love figure content. I just spilled some of my coffee, so I mean, I'll be listening for that. But when creating this pod, I also want to ask: were there any sort of issues or things that you ran into that you didn't expect or account for that you just sort of had to deal with in the moment? Was there any sort of like flaws? I guess there's flaws. There's flaws in all of my freaking streams, okay? So I can tell you that much. But were there any things that maybe you didn't expect or you had to kind of, I don't know, manage on the fly?
The audio. I mean, I'm not gonna hide it. Like, my audio has been pretty bad, and I was telling you earlier, this is my 4th microphone. I'm spending good money making sure I sound good and crisp.
That's
even
crazy.
when we had the good
incredible
microphones, because he's always had good equipment, it still wasn't right. But I mean, it looks like this last episode's our best episode ever, in my opinion. It sounds great, and I think we got it all ironed out. But we'll see.
Yeah, it really comes down to that. I mean, like as far as like all the other stuff, like planning it and the social media of it and things like that, like that's just stuff that we always do. So it's kind of just it's like really
second nature. There you go.
Yeah, it's just stuff that we always do. So it's really the actual podcast. Like it's something that we just didn't know how to do.
Yeah. The only thing we like really butted heads over was the name of it. But then we found this one, and this name's great. I'm glad we disagreed with each other's initial names because this one's fucking great.
Oh yeah, we had some names.
You guys have been really like nifty and nifty. What a word! But with the episode titles, slicing the seal for one, and I just love the sort of format, I guess. Look, yeah, Mike, I wish I could tap out as well. Okay, I wish I can't see a thing.
Yeah, you're too deep into the gimmick, man.
Yeah, my head is on fire right now.
Yeah, dude.
Please, man, I am sympathizing with your head, Joe. Please, you can take that wig off. It's okay. Or is that your real head?
No, he's been holding on to this for weeks, waiting for it. So he's not letting it go now.
That's actually awesome. That's given me the biggest smile ever to exist ever. But you do have like really creative names with these episodes. Were there any? I guess you brought it up. You mentioned it a little bit. Were there any names that fell to the wayside? Maybe we're like, ooh, like you said, I'm glad we didn't pick this one.
It usually just comes natural. Like usually after the episode, we talk for like 20 minutes afterwards, and
right.
it usually comes pretty quick. There's been a couple times where it was like, what do we do? And one time we forgot about it, but I mean, we're pretty good with the names, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting. So here's how it works. All right, so we record, and then we both get off, and I go eat, Joe goes eats, and then he edits it, and then I go to sleep, and then I'm just waiting for the day that I don't send him the covers, or I send him bad files or something like that, and then I'm dead asleep, and then he's all pissed off at me at 3:00 in the morning trying to figure out what he's gonna do for the cover and stuff like that. But really what it comes down to is we kind of, I think there's only the one, right, Joe? It was Atrophy that we didn't even talk about a name, and then it was like 3:00 in the morning, I was asleep, and you just like, I'm just calling it Atrophy.
And that episode on YouTube, I don't know if you guys know, it has like 1,000 views. I think like that. So, which is a little, I think Atrophy is the way to go.
I didn't realize it hit 1,000, but I remember it was at 800, and we were kind of confused because we never plug the YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was like kind of crazy to see because you know, if you're listening to the episodes and watching the episodes, you can talk about how like, oh yeah, YouTube's kind of like the secondary thing. We'll get this out on like all the podcast platforms first, but YouTube, man, at like 1,000 views, like that's kind of nutty. That's kind
Is it? Is it?
Like
We're so new. We're
figure
so new to
episode.
this, man. We're so new to this, so it's like.
I
it's
mean,
hard to-
maybe for me it's good because like I don't know, a no name or whatever. But like 1,000 views on a podcast episode, that's epic, bruh.
You're
That's
the
epic.
you're
No,
the
I'm
Australian icon, though.
True.
Yeah, but we have the Philadelphian icon here. Are you also from Philly?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm from South Jersey, right outside of Philly.
Okay. Is that like an insult? Should I have not?
No,
asked
no,
were
no,
you
no.
From Philly. Okay.
No, I'm just
I
not.
know-
I'm just not as tough as FigVault.
It's an
Oh,
it's
okay,
an
this is-
insult if he said he was from Philly.
There you go. Steve O's a shout out. The biggest Philly boy ever. Maybe apart from FigVault. I mean, we have the Philadelphia icon here. Are we freaking serious?
Joe's got the most
I was gonna-
monikers.
Also, I've got freaking yeah. Oh man. Okay, that's actually in the freaking notes too. The amount of monikers that I believe was passed off in the first few episodes. Joey Figs, Fig Bully, I think is one I held on to. May I ask?
I'm ashamed of Fig Bully. To be
That was the
honest with you.
OG.
No.
That was the OG.
was
Real ones remember.
Oh, figure
No.
obsessed.
Figure obsessed, maybe the most cringe name of all time. And I was figure obsessed for a long time, and then I actually got with Mike. I'm like, yo, what can I change it to? And then somehow he let me Fig Bully for myself, and I was Fig Bully for like
it was
a year.
short. It was short, man. You need to go short.
Yeah, and I was just like, man, because everyone was like, "What's a Fig Bully? Are you a bully?" And I'm like, "No, I'm far from a bully." I'm like, "I don't know. Like this isn't working." And then I have my figure room that I was working on, and I was like, this is my vault, my FigVault, and even that's like I like FigVault. It's a great name, but like when people address me, like don't be calling me a room. You know what I mean? Like that's weird.
Right. Yeah, the Fig Cave was taken, so you were like, next best thing. We'll go with Vault.
Whoa, whoa. FigVault was first.
Okay, write it in the books, the history books, all right? They have been written. I mean, that's literally what I just said. Anyway, I've talked too much, and I think I haven't shown enough figures on this Figure Friday episode. What do you guys think? I don't know if you guys
Show 'em.
have seen.
Show 'em,
Nicholas.
Show 'em, baby. I'm gonna rip my shirt off and show 'em. Wait, the figures I meant to say. Starting off, I don't know if you guys seen this. You definitely did. Oh my god, how could you not? The new San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, the 2024 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, baby. We have Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 12 from his match with Bret Hart. Holy hell. I want to get your guys' first impressions on this. Just on the box, I believe the photo on the left was the one that was everywhere, the one I saw everywhere. Packaging alone, in box images. I love the pose that I mean, like, come on, dude. If you're a mock collector, you got to be really happy with this.
I think it looks cool. I feel like this is an Amazon exclusive, not a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It's pretty weak for a Comic-Con exclusive. This is the third time we're getting this figure. But I mean, I'm gonna get it. I do like it, but like I don't know. The bar was so high with weird shit we were getting. This is just a re-release. You know what I mean? Like in ultimate form, and I do like it, but I feel like this should have been like something else. Like I feel like they should have went somewhere else a little bit. Put a little more into it.
Yeah. So when Joe sent it to me, because he saw it first, he sent it to me, and before I even read anything, I automatically thought, I was like, okay, all right. Amazon's doing another Shawn Michaels exclusive. That's what I thought. I literally thought this was an Amazon exclusive. And then when I saw that it was SDCC, I was like, wow, it's kind of a letdown. They've always done these not always, but the past few years done these pop culture crossovers. So like, I think that was kind of in everybody's mind, right? Even on our most recent episode, we were talking about a pop culture crossover as far as Cody Rhodes and Motu. We were like, maybe it's a Cody Rhodes Motu. That would be pretty cool. But we also know that would also upset a lot of people because not everybody collected that line.
I know Joe did. Joe wants that line back, dude.
Oh, me
All right?
too. Me
Oh,
too. I
yeah.
love
Oh,
that line.
bro,
Yeah.
they had some I mean, I don't know about that last set to be honest, but they had like some crazy creative, really fun figures. So,
Mhm.
I mean, if it was a Motu, like I'd be like, okay, I could see it, but I might have to like agree with the sentiment here. It's a great looking exclusive, but for SDCC, I've been hoping and praying for years for like a Mike Tyson, Dennis Rodman, something like that. And hearing that it was going to be a single Ultimate Edition, I don't know, had the feeling that it could be that, but maybe I got my expectations up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think this comes with the world title, to be fair.
It doesn't.
It doesn't, and I mean,
Yeah.
I spent on least on my post. There's been like a ton of people complaining about it, but on the back of the box, it should. If someone was saying like, oh, like, this is obviously before he won the title that night. That's what it's supposed to represent. But on the back of the box, they have Shawn Michaels after the match holding the championship.
Yeah.
So
And the
I mean,
the
it's
head
covered
scan,
by
that
text, but
looks
he's
like
holding
it.
the championship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the head scan that looks exactly like that one photo of him holding the title, right? So I think I mean, obviously budgetary reasons, probably they couldn't put it in there. And I'm also noticing the swappable ponytails. What do you think of these head scans for Shawn Michaels? I hate the one that comes onto the body. I just absolutely don't like that one. I don't know if it's me or whatever the case. I don't know. It looks a little bit like Helen Keller. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't really like it all that much either.
It's very cartoony. It doesn't like. It looks like a cartoon version of Shawn Michaels. I'm kind of surprised by the arms, the entrance gear arms. Like I would have just expected them to do kind of a just a removable entrance gear thing. 'Cause I mean, they're probably never going to use those arms again, right? Usually his entrance gear like this was like slightly different as far as like design and everything. So it's kind of like a one-off thing for arms, and it's not really necessary, I don't think.
Yeah, to hold like sculpt and tool a whole thing.
Yeah.
Like it would
Yo,
make sense
I
if you
didn't
could
even
use this
notice
across
that.
all Shawns. Like it'd
Man.
make more sense. But wrapping up, man. Like, what do you guys think of the packaging and everything that I guess like we all share the sentiment. Maybe this could have been saved for I don't know. For me, it's like I don't see it as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, like you guys said. But yeah, sorry, you went.
Yeah, I like the packaging. I think it's good. I just I
okay.
just don't think it fits the mold for San Diego. I feel like
Yeah.
the WrestleMania 10 ladder match, like that's more in
There you
the
go.
vein of like Comic-Con. This is just I don't know. It just feels like a re-release.
Yeah, I mean, I think the packaging honestly is the biggest star of this release. I think if you keep it mint on card, that pose where he's on the zip line, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. But as for like the actual figure itself, I'm just like, it's it is what it is. Here's the thing. Up until last year's SDCC, I mean, like every year, me and Joe, we would talk. We'd be like, "Oh man," like we would be anxious about these exclusives going live. She's like, "Are we gonna be able to get it?" Like, because Mr. T, he sold out quick. Macho Man sold out quick, and then like as years went on, it started happening less and less. I have full confidence that this is not going to sell out very quick online.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Muhammad Ali's still up, but I mean, they definitely
Muhammad Ali survived like a 50%
What?
off sale.
Wait,
Yeah.
what do you mean he's still up?
I'm pretty sure he's still up.
Oh
Yeah, I'm
man,
pretty sure.
how many BOGOs have they done since?
Oh my
'Cause
god.
that's kind of nuts. But like, yeah, you bring up a good point. If they had maybe gone WrestleMania 10, Razor Shawn, held off on that Elite pack and maybe done it like Ultimate Edition 2 pack, San Diego Comic Con exclusive, whatever the case. Like, I mean, that's my bread and butter right there, buttered. Okay, that's my bread buttered. I guess I should say right there for Shawn Ultimates. But I mean, yeah, this is a photo on the left shared by Steve Oza himself, and it does look good. Like everything being said, it's a good. I think it's a good execution. I just hate that one smiling scan. I think it's a good execution of the figure, though, to be honest. With everything said and done, I like the assless chaps. All right, I do like me some assless chaps, but holding on for that Mike Tyson with every freaking hope and dream, every broken dream I can. That's a Drew McIntyre reference.
I'm on creations now, and Muhammad Ali is still up, and he's $45.50 for that 2-pack.
Whoa, okay. If you guys want some fodder, if you guys want some figure parts, go get that a lot, Muhammad Ali. Holy hell. Oh
And
man.
Amazon finally canceled that WrestleMania 40 basic Muhammad Ali referee figure yesterday.
What do you mean they finally, like, on the website they
Yeah,
didn't
so that thing got canceled forever ago, and then
Yeah.
Ringside was like, "Oh, we're just not carrying it, but it's still like coming." It never came out, but my pre-order
Yeah.
on Amazon, like it continued on. And I was like, "This thing's never coming out. When are they going to cancel it?" They finally canceled it last night.
Man, I've many times on the show talked about how funny the distribution is from Amazon. Like how just like awful it is, just how straight up bad it is.
Yeah.
So shout out to Amazon, still holding that title, holding that trophy. But I want to move on because we actually saw some things posted from Ringside and some other peeps on this fine day, this fine figure Friday. This is the new top picks wave, and man, honestly, first thoughts on this wave. We'll get more into it, but this is the rock for the top picks, which is this from the WrestleMania Elite wave. And so you can already kind of think going into this wave, man. I got some low expectations, for me at least. This is just a re-release rock. I mean, obviously, Top Picks wave is just like a kind of re-release wave anyway. But they have in the past shown, I guess figures from this wave that aren't re-releases or new deco. But yeah, we got the rock here from, I guess, like WrestleMania 28, 29. We got a Cody Rhodes, which is reminiscent of his like Elite 101, I think it was. I can't remember what exactly that number was. But yeah, that's looking nice. And it's actually coming with the new weight belt mold, which I didn't notice at first.
Mm-hmm.
And new torso mold for this Solo Sikoa. Not new torso mold, the same formula as his last prior Elite, but with the, I guess, the attire from the last one. But dude, holy hell, we got this new top picks wave. What do you guys think of this? First thoughts, I guess, going through this wave. We've got The Rock, Cody, and Solo.
It's kind of exactly what I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any thoughts on it.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of figures that we already have, re-releases, things we've already seen. It's hard to get excited for things like that. For me personally, I'm sure there's somebody out there who has wanted that Solo Sikoa set, or maybe that Cody Rhodes, and they just were never able to find it at retail, because there are people out there who don't order things online, and they do kind of just depend on retail. And everybody's different. There's nothing wrong with that. But there are people that maybe miss those figures, and the fact that they're going to have another shot at them is very exciting. For me, though, all of these, it's hard for me to get excited about top picks. It's hard for me to get excited about From the Vault. It's hard for me to get excited about best ofs. Like, there's so many re-release exclusive lines now that it's very disheartening as a collector. We were talking about it recently, and my thing is just like, I get it, man. Like I have no problem with re-releases in the sense of you're killing the value of my collection. I don't care about that. But as a collector, there's so many re-releases now that I'm like, all right, well, what is there for me? I've been collecting this line for years and years and years and years, and I've all these figures. But what is there for me? I'm not getting excited about any new stuff that they're showing. It's like, all right, well, I already have that. Okay, it has different elbows. Great. It's just very it's very disheartening for me as a collector. And I love the Mattel line. I think it is the best wrestling figure line of all time. And it really worries me because we're getting these re-releases, especially of Legends and stuff like that. And it's like, these guys have so many other things that they could, other gear and stuff that you could use for a figure. So I really hope that we kind of slow down on the re-releases. I mean, if you think about it, we got the Greatest Hits line. That's a re-release line. Yeah. From the Vault, that's a re-release line. Yeah. We've got Top Picks, which traditionally is essentially a re-release line with sometimes a series would have one new figure, right? And that but so many re-releases, and now we're re-releasing figures into the main Elite line. Think of like Bruno Sammartino and things like that. But the basics are that we were just talking there. I think there's 4 different lines now of re-releasing basics and stuff like that. It's like, oh man, what are we doing? What about the traditional collectors? The hardcore collectors have been doing this for years, and we want new stuff. At first it was okay, cool, we're updating these old figures, occasionally with a Greatest Hits line. And now it's all right, they just did all those reveals that Steve showed off. And I went through and I counted every single figure, And then I counted every single re-release, and it was one short of being exactly half of the reveals were re-releases.
Whoa, okay. That's when I think it starts to become a little bit for not for me, like not a problem, but a little bit of a headache. Like, this is how many re-releases we're getting instead of, how many new figures we're getting, or this budget going to molding or unique sculpts or something like that. When you think about it like that, again, I don't know really anything of the business side, but when you think about it like that, it gets interesting.
And I can totally see things like from the vault. It's like, okay, so some of these figures are 14 years old. So all right, I get it. Not everybody who collects has been doing it for 14 years, but now we're like, you have this Cody Rhodes up here. This came out literally a year ago.
Yeah.
And
this
we're
is
already
first Elite, I think, back in the line.
Yeah,
right?
and we're already re-releasing it. Solo Sokoa, not even a year ago, and we're already re-releasing it. The Rock came out 6 months ago, and we're already re-releasing it.
I saw that in stores in Florida in February. So yeah.
Yeah, I understand these ones though. This is the top picks. It's going to be like that. That's fine. Right. But
you can use the same mold. Throw some new tights on Cody. The guy never doubles up. Never wears the same thing twice. Just come on.
And honestly, if you just paint, mismatch, whatever, add red to the blue or, silver to the red or whatever the case, make a fantasy attire, it'll look like a Cody attire, honestly.
It's got the updated weight belt.
Yeah,
just to play devil's advocate.
A big thing.
All right, but is that enough for me to drop $24 in store on this? Think of it this way. All right, so I have all of Cody's figures up to this point, his elites up to this point. So if this was just different tights, I would have been on board and you would have had another consumer. Think about how many other people feel the same way.
Yeah, but do you think this figure's going to sit though? No, it's going to sell out. So it doesn't matter.
Shit,
okay, right. They're just going to do it again. All right, how about that Rock? People didn't like it the first time. People didn't like it the first time.
That'll sit.
Yeah, I think this one will sit, to be honest. But I don't know. I think The Rock loves having a title out. He came out to WrestleMania with the People's title, so at least if he goes in stores and sees himself peg warming, it's with a title. Okay, we can be happy about that. Yeah, but this line, man, there is playing devil's advocate, like you said, Joe. Sorry, that's so instinctual. That's my bad habits. But I think to play devil's advocate, there are updates with this. Solo Sokoa has that updated torso. Maybe people missed out on that first figure, and even that red attire if they don't really like the whole all red attire for Solo, whatever the case may be. But oh my gosh, could it be? There's the Sam signal in the sky. Holy hell, it's you!
Oh, what's up, fellas?
How you doing, man? Welcome. You're freaking late, by the way. You should have clocked in.
Am I?
Half an hour ago.
Oh,
Sam,
man, well.
Sam, how come I got to be masked for all these years, but then I get a podcast and I had to unmask, but you get to stay masked? How is that?
Well,
show yourself.
we got to save it. Episode 100. I'm telling you.
What episode is this?
This is episode 33, dude. We got 63,
67 to go. Let's go.
Dude, this is why it's not Math Friday, you understand? But Figure Friday, gonna be getting to episode 100. Are you gonna write that down? Is that a promise?
It might not be a promise, but you'll have to find out. You have to watch to find out.
Oh wow, okay, I do like that. Okay, hold your suspense, guys. The anticipation. Oh man, it freaking my legs are quaking. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Moving on, dude. Unrivaled 15. So we saw photos of these, and I believe we saw photos of the loose Unrivaled 15 figures on display at Double or Nothing. Just a few of them. A few were taken out of display for contract reasons, I'm guessing. But dude, this is the Chase Ethan Page. This is the all black attire for Ethan Page. Guys, first impressions on some of these photos, or I guess this Ethan Page. What do you guys think of this set overall? I should ask.
It's not my favorite set of theirs, but I will say that I think that the Ethan Page heads, just from these angles that Ringside took the photos, I think the head looks better than I anticipated in previous little teasers and stuff like that. I don't mind it. I think obviously the standard edition is a little bit more toyetic. I'm not crazy about the additional head, but I do like the screaming head. I think I can see him in it more, and it's great timing. He's now.
Right.
in the graces of WWE. So, man, I think this is going to be one that people want.
I think it's a nice looking figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you guys have any ties to Ethan Page as like a fan or anything like that? Because for me, I really didn't know much of Ethan Page until he showed up in AEW. I became a fan of him after that. But yeah, would you guys be picking up his regular, which we'll probably be getting into in a little bit?
Yeah, I will. I'll be picking it up.
No, sir.
Oh yeah. No, sir. He's a figure guy, so I gotta like that. You know,
No,
Joe, you
I
always put
respect
over.
that.
Like I love getting figure guys. Yeah.
I
Exactly.
used to watch his vlog all the time.
Yeah.
With the toy hunts and stuff like that. It's just it doesn't really fit my. I'm mainly Legends, and
Right.
he don't fit that criteria just yet.
I see this one comment from the undeniable heel. It says, "Little late, brother," with a laughing emoji. I don't think that there's nothing to laugh at here. This is AEW is going to be capitalizing on
Yeah,
a WWE signee. It's like that's like the perfect situation. This will probably now sell better than it would have when he was not on TV but still signed to AEW. So I mean, it's actually perfect timing in my opinion.
Yeah, best tits in the
100%, like,
game.
Yeah, best tits in the game, tightest tits in the game, exactly.
That's it.
There you go. Joe knows his homework, okay? His Ethan Page homework. But yeah, a little late, brother, is the funniest comment ever because no. Whenever someone from like WWE jumps to AEW, vice versa, and people say, "Oh, WWE making AEW figs now" or whatever, it's like, okay, you can say that, but oh man, they're rolling in dough right now because whatever they're hot, they're in the news, they have the buzz. So and that's the case for Ethan Page here, man. He's been doing some good stuff on NXT, so it's good to see him. It's good to see him, but maybe a legend. Maybe Joe, you'll have to put this guy in your legends shelf. We got the 1 of 5,000 Chase MJF, and I was talking before we went live. We were talking off air, and I broached to you guys, I should say, that this MJF scan. A lot of people are saying this is the best MJF scan to date by Jazzwares. And first off, I want to disagree with that. I don't know, because to me, I don't really think I'm seeing MJF in the face. I do like this go around of MJF or the Devil MJF. I like the hand in the mask sort of thing. It's the 1 of 5,000, not the regular, so I can, if I pass on it, it's fine. I'm fine. I can sleep at night, you know what I mean? We're getting a new scarf detail, I think, as well. Just freaking, I don't know, first impressions of this goddamn bad boy. But yeah, MJF, man, 1 of 5,000. What do you guys think?
Trash.
I see elements of MJF in the face, but it's not a good execution. It really, it's odd. I can see a little bit in the nose and stuff like that. There are elements of him in the sculpt, and maybe it's the paint apps that make it not exactly look like him. I do not think it's the best MJF face scan that Jazzwares has done. I don't think that. That said, I mean, me and Joe have argued about what is the best MJF that AEW has done, and we can never agree, but we can always agree that they have not done a great MJF.
It feels like an Edge or a Bret Hart situation. There's some good scans, but there's no definitive scans.
Yeah.
If that makes sense for me, at least.
He's the biggest star in the company.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get it. Just get it right. I'm a huge MJF guy. I'm gonna get this because he's holding the mask. I love that.
The holding the mask can is the star for me. That's the star of this whole thing. And I mean, the scarf looks okay. It's not as good as previous scarves, but it looks good draped over the black on black suit. I think it looks cool. It's
just kind of how it looked differently. This is more of the Burberry sort of look, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. It looks a little thicker, but I feel like MJF's sort of steering away from the Burberry stuff now. With his, I don't know if you guys have been watching AEW recently. He's just wearing leather jackets now. So maybe Burberry was like, "Yo, you gotta fucking stop, dude."
Yeah.
Yo, hold your horses, my brother. What are you doing? But yeah, I wonder with that. They can never obviously do the full red line and everything because of the Burberry. You'd have to imagine how much money Jazzwares would have to fork out to get that partnership. Oh Jesus. But yeah, dude. Regardless, I mean, if I see this in stores, oh bro, it's gonna be an instant pickup. But 1 of 5,000. Is this the more hard to come by one, right?
No. The Ethan Page is going to be. It's a 3,000.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. My brain's not all there, so I appreciate you guys doing my brain's work because because wow, this Chris Jericho is making my brain melt. What do you guys think of this? Lionheart, almost, I think, Chris Jericho. This is when he was like, oh yeah, I peaked in high school. Let me go back to high school. And then he started dressing like that. No, I do actually like this gear a lot.
Oh, yeah, the gear's great. The head looks like Jason Mewes from Jay and Silent Bob. He looks stoned out of his mind. But
Yes,
I mean, I will say this: I like the
Get
gear.
some chocolate covered pretzels, anyone?
Yeah, man. The tattoos look good from this angle. You know, they didn't exactly show off loose studio shots, but from what I see, it looks like some great color there. But yeah, the head, I don't know what they're thinking, man.
Trash.
We need a trash counter on here.
Yeah, we do. We need like a little ding, you know.
Well, all right. Does anybody here like that head and think that looks like
No.
Chris Jericho?
I think it looks trash. Like,
Yeah,
in my opinion, because that original head scan was like the Walmart exclusive with all the purple, and you know, this looks like it's just retooled to not have the beard, and I didn't really like that scan to begin with.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This isn't my favorite Chris Jericho scan, and you know what's crazy? I've been like praying for this, and hearing you guys talk about it, I think on your show was just, I don't know, made me feel a little less crazy. I was like, okay, I'm not the only one thinking this. The Chris Jericho head scan that was on the AEW Authentic Scale Ring box, that neutral face scan, that is the best Jazzwares likeness to Jericho, in my opinion. And we haven't even seen that on a figure. We only saw that on the mock images, or the mock-up images, I should say, for the AEW ring. So I found solace in that.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't release that. It makes no sense. It looks just like him. It's just a stoic, straight-faced head, and like sometimes that's all you need.
Exactly. It looked like the Alpha Chris Jericho, like when he was doing all his shit from back there. Like that's the most Jericho looking Jericho in my opinion, and it's just a neutral scan, like you said. But yeah, let's freaking move on, because too much Jericho in my Figure Friday. No, get him out. Oh, okay. Actually, yes, this is the photo. Thank you, Sam.
That's the good one. Here's the good one.
I thought it was a jump scare at first, man. You got me. But yeah, that is a really, really good one. Every time I go, this is the basic ring, I should say. Every time I go to the store and I see a basic ring, whatever the case, and I just look at the Chris Jericho because of how high quality. You can see the photos on the box. I just look at it and I get sad, like that one night Wolverine meme. Anyway, Smojo, green and black attire. God, it just gets worse. This guy said. I don't think it just gets worse, but I think this Samoa Joe, it doesn't look too bad. It's pretty much a repaint of his Target exclusive. I think you can kind of get away with that. I would love to see a new head sculpt though for Joe, especially with his like buzz cut look that he's doing. But the like lips printing, I don't know what happened here, but it looks like he's wearing lipstick a little bit in my opinion. But oh man, this is another Joe. If anyone's keen for it, I'm alright with my red one though. What do you guys think?
Yeah, so it's funny you said that, because the first thing I noticed, I was like, man, this looks different than what they showed off at what was it, Double or Nothing? And then I looked at him, I was like, yeah, like why does he have like purple lipstick on? And the one at Double or Nothing, to me personally, looks better.
Yeah,
this is all right. It's just like, yeah, I'm in the same boat. I like the red and black trunks, shorts, whatever they are.
I'm waiting for like the yellow, the yellow half and half for me.
The red and black is what I think of. When I think of Samoa Joe, I think of red and black.
Definitive.
Yeah. I only want that yellow and black now because of the AEW All-In freaking match with Punk, bro. I love that match. I really wish that's going to be the biggest, like, downfall, in my opinion, as a CM Punk fan with AEW and everything. The amount of gears we're not going to be able to get. The full gear, all white tights, the All-In. Yeah.
One of the biggest moments in like modern wrestling history, right? They didn't make a figure of it. Like, come on, man.
They didn't fast track it. They had the parts sculpted as well. Maybe they tried to. Who knows? I mean,
they did the long boys already. Like, do the white long boys. That's what we want.
Man, those long boys were so skinny. I don't know if you guys remember those. The unmatched four, I think, CM Punk. Those like
they were pretty skinny, man.
It was like Ozempic Punk, CM Ozempunk. So there we go. We got that. Moving on with this Unraveled 15, dude. Daniel Garcia. This is one I'm very excited for. This is Daniel Garcia coming with the pure title. What do you guys think of this? First impressions? Are you guys Danny G fans?
I like him, but I mean, it's a little bit late. You know, I'd want him. You know, I'd want him in the tights, not the trunks. But I know I know it takes a while to get figures out. But like, how long ago was this? Was this like 2 years ago?
It could have been like 1 or 2.
Seems to be the timeline for the AEW Jazzwares line now. I mean, but here's the thing. I think it looks great. I do. It exceeded my expectations, I will say, as far as how it looks. I think the head's not bad. I am curious to see it out of the package just to see, you know, all the dimensions of it. He comes to the title. He's got the towel, you know. I got to imagine that now that we have this one, since it's been in the works, maybe, you know, there will be a long boys one down the line. But
yeah,
I think
hold out for that.
I think an easy fix would have been ditching the Ethan Page 1 of 3,000 and maybe doing a long boy Daniel Garcia.
Right. Yeah. Okay. In my opinion, like just like figure aesthetics wise, I'd go that route. I mean, the amount of like colorful, you know, pants, trousers, tights, whatever Danny G, Garcia's worn. So I mean, it just makes sense. And now he's wearing trunks again on TV, which is I find kind of funny. He's like, I gotta sell those units, boy. I gotta sell them.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like that the Ethan Page is bad, but I mean it's literally just the same figure, just all black essentially with a, you know, some knee pad deco and something on the back of the jacket. It's not enough like meat on the bone for someone to be like, I need to shell out a lot of money for that figure.
Right.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like, I need that MJF chase because he's holding his mask.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's like, to me, that's like, all right, that's a piece of sculpting that's probably never ever going to get released again.
It's cool as fuck.
It's
dude,
such a nice
mask
touch.
hand is like, that would be the thing if I were to get the chase. That would be the thing I'm looking for. Just that hand accessory, because I think does that come with the original? I don't know if it does.
No, it doesn't, because the original is wearing it.
That's right. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Moving on, we got the Saraya. Oh man, I don't know. Looking at me in the eyes, going hee hee a little bit, you know. So it's a little bit of Michael Jackson, Neverland Ranch type beat with this one. What do you guys think of Saraya? Oh, I guess this figure, not just Saraya in general. What do you think of Saraya the person?
I was gonna say wood.
but like Xavier?
But in regards to the figure, wood. No, I like it.
Wood like Xavier.
I know a lot of people hate on the head, but I mean, I think it looks like her. I do like this figure. I won't get it though, but I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. So I think everybody's focus is on like the head and stuff, and I'm curious to see it in hand because along the way, like people were saying it looked like Michael Jackson from the start, and I was like, I don't see it. And then we saw like it revealed at Double or Nothing, and I was like, guys, I guess I see it a little bit. And now I'm like, all right, yeah, I see it again. But I'm curious if it's just like angles and such. I would really like to look at it in hand before I like make that, opinion. But the thing that honestly stood out the most to me was that tattoo. It's way too low.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
It's way too low.
I'm seeing a comment right here. Tattoo placement is way.
Oh yeah, somebody. I didn't even see that. Yes. Oh, so I'm not crazy. Yeah, it's way too low. It's one of those ones that is like right at the base of like the breast area, and it's not. It's like way below. It's almost like she's got like a butterfly on her tummy. It's weird. It should be up a little bit, kind of right below where her gear ends. It just looks odd to me. That's where my eyes went since they showed this, and I'm like, oh man, I hope they're not all like that. Maybe it's just an off print.
Yeah, exactly. We got a comment. Jacob the Wrestling Fan comments here. I'm okay with re-releases if we haven't seen that person in a while or if it's cool attire. But if it's of someone we got like a year ago or a couple months ago, it's like, why? Exactly. This is an old comment. I'm so sorry, Jacob. Forgive me. But dude, I'd have to agree. Like, it's I'm okay with re-releases here and there. What do you? Yeah, I guess you guys are. It's the same sentiment, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have no issues. Like I said, I have no issues with re-releases. My issue is having 3 re-release lines for the Elite, like 3 separate lines that are dedicated to re-releases, and then we're also re-releasing things in the main line. Same thing with basics. There's multiple re-release lines. It's almost like there's more lines doing re-releases than there are the line that's getting out new unseen things that have never been done. And that's the thing I have a problem with. If you want to do one re-release line, cool. When they started doing 2, I was like, all right, okay, I'll let it go. But now we're up to 3, and it's like, Jesus, man, can we like, how long until we get 4? And now we're getting
Right.
SDC exclusives that are essentially a re-release. You know, all right, we got some new sculpting. It's a new style of the figure, but we've seen
the
that
attire.
here. Yeah, it's like
3 times. I think someone said. I think you and Joe said 2 or 3 times. Which is
2 times. So there was a basic that was a Target exclusive,
Right.
and then there was the what was that Hall of Champions basic 2-pack with Bret Hart, and then there was the Elite WrestleMania Elite. You know, and he didn't come with entrance gear; he just came with the championship. Same thing with
That's
the basic.
Right, yep.
Entrance
that
greats
head
as
scan,
well.
Entrance grades
Oh,
isn't the WrestleMania. It's not that WrestleMania. It's similar. It's not the same.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
CaseFresh explodes.
It's got
Can
the
they
red.
coexist?
It's got the red accenting in it.
Okay, carry on. I'll be on my phone.
Go look. It's got.
Joe
it-
just doesn't believe you. I
that
like
one's
this.
got all the red in it. It's from something else.
Do you have this? Is that why you know, Mike? Do you have it? You can be like,
I do
can
have
pull this
it,
out
but
right now.
it's
I
got-
can pull it out right now, Joe.
It's got so much red. It's like covered in red.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they got deco wrong. You know what I mean?
Blood and guts. Shawn
I mean, yeah,
Michaels
but
covered in
I-
blood.
What
can
else would it be
understand.
from? I never
I
seen
can
him wear. I
understand,
never
but-
seen him wear that ever before. It's from WrestleMania. You're wild.
Why does it have red? He didn't wear. There was not a single tone of red, and there's red all over it.
You get me on the spot here. I'm not gonna-
Hey, look, MVG's here. He likes to see Vault get heated. So
He
maybe
loves
this
seeing
is,
him get heated. He loves.
maybe
seeing
this is
Like,
this is
what-
why
like-
this is happening.
Yeah, what are you trolling me, bro?
He loves it. He texted me and told me, he was like, I love seeing him get heated.
Yeah, well,
there- if there's-
you're here just in fucking time.
He's like the Incredible Hulk, you know, the Incredible
Nick,
Hulk.
are we allowed to
Oh,
curse
man.
on this? I should have asked.
Absolutely.
Are we allowed to curse?
Too
Okay.
fucking late.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
absolutely. I mean, minute 2, it was like, I think we were like, you know, swearing like sailors. But I'm Australian. What do you expect, you know? Moving on. Oh, man.
Hey, you are Australian, right? I have a question for you. How come you guys say "nair"? What is that? There's
No, we
R in it.
don't.
No, you're just like "nair." Like
No, we don't.
what you call it? SDL says that, and then there's this YouTube show I watch, How Ridiculous. They're
yeah.
they're Australian blokes, mates, whatever.
Yeah, dude.
And then when they count down, they're like 3, tear, 1. What is this tear? What the fuck is that?
We created a language.
Tear, no.
It's like at this point you don't even speak English if you're from here. You speak Australian. It's a whole. There's like you need a Duolingo, I think, to pass this.
I like the Australian accent. I'm not hating on it. I just don't. That's like the one part where I'm like, what is this?
If you
Oh,
had an
yeah.
accent picker, is that what you'd go for? You'd be like, Philadelphia. Look, I'd be Australian for a day.
Yeah, well, people have been reaching out to me telling me I have a Philadelphian accent, which I didn't fucking know I had because I'm fucking from Philly. And I was like, what do you mean? Now
You
I'm
can hear it on some
self-conscious by
words,
it.
definitely. You can hear it on some words. I'm like, ooh, that's something I don't hear a lot because I'm Australian.
Yeah,
I'm
we,
like,
we
"Ooh."
just don't we don't hear that. Like it's so odd when you're so used to your accent and the people, you know, of
Yeah.
your area, you don't notice these things that other people notice.
Yeah, exactly. I could. That probably is the same case for Jersey. I imagine. I've heard some crazy Jersey accents. But dude, speaking of Jersey accents, I don't know if Ethan Page has any ties to Jersey because he has ties to Unraveled 15, dude. And this is the regular instead of the chase for Ethan Page. What do you guys think of this? I guess I don't want to spend too much time on it, but you know, I think I'll be picking this up for damn sure. And I know we got another comment here in the comments of this post saying a bit late from Jazzwares. No, you should watch Figure Friday. But yeah, what do you guys think of this?
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Can I point
I-
something out real quick? Sorry to cut
No.
you guys off, but
yeah.
he comes with the pointer finger. Usually he does
Oh, yeah.
that when he's smiling, but there's no like straight smiling scan where you can see his teeth.
Damn.
You're
Good
right.
point.
You're right. You're right. But yeah, but so back to the Shawn Michaels, like even if that entrance grade, like Is there any indicator that says what that figure's from, like officially on the package? Because even if it is from WrestleMania 12, why does it have fucking red all over it? It's covered in red.
First time.
It's
But, I mean,
covered in red. When you look at someone,
knows. Everybody knew. Once we got that Elite, that WrestleMania Elite, where he had the strap, everyone's like, "Oh, can you put the gear from the entrance grade on it?" Because like that's what it's like. No,
it's hard. But yeah, but why would you take white and silver gear and be like, you know what, this needs red, and it's covered. It's not just like one touch of red. It's like covered in red all over it.
I've got a photo of it here. Was this based off WrestleMania 12?
I mean, I don't know when he, like Joe said, I don't know when else he wore those tights. But
it has
why
the
is the
WrestleMania 12 logo on the sound box? What?
Well, then it is. But but look at. Oh no, can you show the front?
This is the back right here, as you can see.
Yeah,
it does have the WrestleMania logo.
Dream.
Can you show the front though, like the actual figure?
Yeah, let's get a photo of that.
Let me get that.
Let me get that.
This is why I'm here.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
That's my job.
You can stay hidden. Thank you, Sam. I pray to my Sam shrine at night. But this is interesting. This is like I need to see this, like the great debate of this Shawn figure between you two.
See, my thing is
no debate.
There is a debate. They can say it's from this WrestleMania all they want, but he didn't wear fucking red. Look, it's got red and blue in it.
Like I said like 5 minutes ago.
SmackDown vs. Raw.
All right.
Like Nick, I said a couple minutes ago, that wouldn't be the first time they got Deco wrong, and
then
they're gonna that's
right.
gonna be their excuse. Well, we had to re-release it in the SDCC because we needed to get it right.
Joe, they also said that the Elite WrestleMania 40 Rock was from a WrestleMania. And it was from fucking Survivor Series. So let's not go by the package. Nick, can you just answer me a question?
But you have no evidence that this is from anything else. If
but
if
what I'm
you had some
saying,
evidence, like, oh look, it's from here, but you don't.
But is that
Just
red?
Wild accusations.
You're not answering
accusations.
Is it red?
It is red.
There's fucking red. Is there blue?
There is red.
Is there blue?
There is blue.
There is blue. Is there yellow?
There is yellow.
I'll keep it a buck with you. I can't even see through these glasses. So.
My biggest thing is like, all right, so then, what the like? I don't get it. Why they do these things, but. The only thing, all right, wait. So only thing I can think, maybe Sam can do this since we can't see him. Maybe he's on the internet, doing his little searching and stuff like that. Maybe he can find a picture of him wearing this entrance gear. I was gonna say maybe there's some red and blue lights that are shining off it, but there's not.
It looks like there's a little bit of glare if you look in the middle, like a little bit of red.
Oh,
glare,
I see red.
Maybe a little.
I see red.
Blue.
But that's a glare from the ropes.
I don't think it is.
Yes, show a front shot. You can't tell me. This is the boyhood fucking dream. You can't tell me there's not more pictures.
The boyhood fucking dream. You can't tell me.
There's no red or blue on the sides, though.
More pics, Sam.
We want more, Sam.
More pics. More pics.
Come on, Sam.
I think it is. I think it is glare from the ropes. I think he's right. Because look at this one. It's not. But like you can see glare, but it's
no.
Like
I don't want to end this with I think he's right. Keep going.
I think you know what it is. It's because they're
mirrors.
They're mirrors. They're mirrors off of like lights or something.
Well, if you look closely,
red and blue on there.
If you look closely, the entrance grates box is red. Maybe that's glare on the figure.
It's not. It's on that thing.
It's soft goods.
Yeah.
It can't be.
Whoa, Joe has a great.
That's what
Joe has
it's
a great point.
representing.
If you're gonna be that in on the detail and you're gonna put different colors on the mirrors, then I want the audience's fucking faces on the mirrors too. I want everything that could possibly reflect in that arena on the mirrors. Don't just give me shades of red and blue on there. These motherfuckers.
Bill doesn't do basics, right? So he wouldn't have done this line.
No, Bill is safe. I'm blaming whoever else. I see some red there, and that's reflective.
Yeah.
Reflecting off of what? That's zipline, Shawn.
Yeah, but he's
reflective off of Vince McMahon because he ziplined through the other day, right? He ziplined earlier in the night. That must have been him.
Yeah.
I can't believe that, by the way. Why haven't we gotten a Vince zipline? I mean, I'm gonna answer that myself and just stop.
All right. So we need a final ruling. Is that entrance great based off of that WrestleMania? Say it.
Here. I'll answer that question.
Say it.
Sam, here's what I need you to do. Go into Google. I want you to search Shawn Michaels entrance great. I need to see it loose. First. The entrance grade is not from WrestleMania. The entrance gear is not. It's totally bogus. But I will give you a yes as long as everything on the gear matches exactly what he wore in the ring.
This is what I have to deal with. Like once he gets his heels dug in, and I get my heels dug in, we go for hours until one of us finally taps.
Don't give me no red and blue entrance gear. Look, it's fucking red. Look, it's not even a reflection from the box because there it is. Studio shot loose, and he's got the red. All right, give me that picture right there. Yeah. Can you zoom in? Man, that sucks, actually.
Can you see this?
I think it looks like it was played with and somebody drew all over. We can't do that one.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. Jesus. When entrance grades came with basics, bro, that was crazy. What a time.
You know what? Now that we look at all these, I'm like, you know what? That SDC is really fucking good.
Yeah, right?
No, it is.
This is the biggest selling point right here.
It's a hell of an improvement. It really is. It just doesn't...
Wait, so what's the WrestleMania logo on that? 22.
22?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Now what are we doing?
That's bullshit.
Now what's happening?
Sam, you're fired.
Whoa,
that's a fucking mashup. That's not.
All right,
it.
The entrance grade is just a history of Shawn Michaels. I think.
No.
This thing is all over the place. This is unacceptable.
It's like a Figure Friday episode all over the place. So at least that's
you
on
went
brand.
too far, Sam.
I don't think he wore anything that similar to this again.
Sam.
Oh wait. You're like Mr. You're Mr. I gotta go with the consensus. The consensus was that it's from that Mania.
Okay, the figure is intended to be, but we can all agree that entrance gear is inaccurate. We can all agree now that the WrestleMania 22 stand is absolutely fucking inaccurate.
I don't even think that's a real thing. I think that's some
I
fucking...
think that's a kit bash.
Yeah, it was a kit bash. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was WrestleMania 22? I think that was the entrance great Triple H, correct? Or was that
Either
Ray?
That or Ray.
I think it was Ray.
Either
actually.
That or Ray.
I wasn't watching.
Those are hazy for me, those 20s. The roaring 20s, if you will. Need a heat meter for Joe. Can we get a heat meter for Joe?
Wait, that's actually a good idea.
Matt's here.
I want to get it. We're going to work on getting a heat meter for you.
All right, we can do a heat meter. But
If
then
anything,
I feel
get a
like I
shirt that
need to
says
get
it.
heated, and I'm not going to just get heated for no reason. But I'm glad Matt's here. I feel like whenever I'm on a pod, he gets in late or something. So I'm glad he's here on time.
Yeah,
What's
dude.
up, Matt?
He's here on time.
Maddie.
Yes, he
Maddie.
says. Maddie boy.
Maddie snapshots.
Maddie Snapshot.
He's the most nicknames. He loves it.
Matty Figs. How about Matty Figs? We
All
got
right,
Mikey Figs, Joey Figs.
So this is so much better than the chase. I love that he comes with the chip. Me and Joe always say that if somebody in AEW has makeup or a mask, like Jazzwares is going to knock it out of the park every time.
Right.
It's true.
This is true. And like the mask sculpt here, I think is fantastic. The poker chip is kind of great. If you have like a Money in the Bank set or something like that, you could probably hook the poker chip and then have a ladder match with your Fed or whatever the case. So I really like that. I think that's super smart. I think like the leg mold looks like some commentator leg molds or whatever the case. So they're getting the best out of their molds. Dude, this looks really nice. And this could be interchangeable for like Adam Cole, and stuff like that, since they had that whole storyline. Man, what a mess that storyline was. So many things happened. Everyone got injured. And so, but that was fun. But at least it makes for a great figure. So I'm going to be picking this up ASAP, man. How about you, Volt? What do you, Joe and Sam?
Yes.
I'm definitely getting this. I'm a MJF mark.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of feel like they should have been switched around, this and the chase. Because, how much more popular is MJF and how much more popular is the Devil? Like, how many people are going to know him as just the Devil, I feel like it'd be, more obvious if the regular release that people will actually see in stores has MJF's face on it, on the figure.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I like this though, because now it's like for a kid or anybody in their fig fed or a fig photography person, like anybody can be the Devil because these heads come off so easily, and you can replace it with any MJF head that you want. But I agree, like the average person who maybe they just started watching and they know who MJF is, they see this and they're like, who is this? Like there's no remnants of MJF anywhere on it other than in the name.
Right.
Does it have MJF on the box, or
it says the Devil MJF? No, okay. It says the Devil MJF. Yeah.
I want to say mock reasons, bro. I think this and the chase look really nice, Mock. And I think the fact that they have the devil in quotation marks is really cool. I think that's like a super nice touch. And if you're a Mock collector, I mean, I'm not even really a Mock collector, but I want to get this loose and Mock.
No, I'm definitely scooping for sure. Need it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Scooping and pooping. Well, dude,
Don't like that.
Wait, what the fuck? Scooping and pooping.
That's Eddie Kingston's theme song.
Yeah, Eddie Kingston said it, not us.
No, it sounds like some DMX I poop, I scoop and stuff like that. So
I heard it from the icon first, so it's yours.
Yeah, man.
So it must be true, surely. Surely must be true. But guys, dude, I want to get out of you guys' hair because I've already kept you for an hour. Okay.
I don't even have any hair.
You did when you came in here.
Yeah, dude. Mikey made you shed, okay? He was stressing you out that much. You lost all your hair.
He made his hair fall out.
I mean, just like it should be, right? Just like life intended. No, but I've actually got a nice little game here. We do little games here on Figure Friday sometimes, and I want to get this done out of your hair, out of your way.
Let's do it. Because
this is like a little bit of trivia. This is a game show I like to call Vault or Fault. Now, in this game, I'll be listing off wrestlers, and Joe, like Bryan Danielson, your famous opinion on Bryan Danielson, which I love that's completely.
I don't know who that is.
Hate Danielson. Yeah, exactly.
He's talking about Daniel.
I know Daniel Bryan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that guy. That one dude. So yeah, we're gonna make your opinions known on some of these other wrestlers and see if they're a vault or a fault. They're a no-go.
That's pretty smart.
Thank you. I mean, look, this is what happens when I am on no coffee. I think of good things.
He was definitely thinking about that all last night, laying in bed.
Bro, I was.
What should I call the game show
sleep
tomorrow?
Yeah, fuck. Vault or fault. Anyway, let's get it out. And actually, this could be a game for you as well, Mike. I want to know. I want to see how well you know your co-host on this podcast. I want you to answer for him, and then you'll get Joe. Joe will say if you're right or not, and tell us his vault or vault. What do you think of this?
So you're telling me that we're gonna be playing the Newly Pod game?
Is that yes, the Newly Pod game?
This is what they used to do on the Newlywed game.
Yeah, the Newlywed. This is perfect. I'm glad I got that reference. I caught it. So I want to start this off with my president. And our nation's president, I can't even say our nation, Cody damn Rhodes. Now, I don't know if you guys were at WrestleMania. I know you guys went to the actual film. Yeah, you definitely went to WrestleMania. I saw photos of you meeting people and seeing them having a good time. So, did you guys see this in person? And I believe you did see this in person. I mean, there's a Prime bottle story in there somewhere. I remember. But I want to know, Mike. Do you think Joe is gonna vault, or is he gonna fault?
First of all. Is that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I already know it's 100% he's gonna vault it, but it's like the thing about seeing this at WrestleMania was way more than seeing it. It was like feeling it, and I'm sure Joe can back me up on that. Like when that 3 count game, it was like, oh my god, the energy,
especially because of all the shenanigans that was going on. I imagine like everyone was alive.
Down your spine. Yeah, but yeah, he 100% he loves Cody.
Yeah, full disclosure, last night I watched this match back for the first time. And all the emotions, bro. Vault for sure. Love Cody.
Actually, I never watched it back, and I wanted to because being there, Joe can back me up, they were in the ring for so long, and there was so many little things that happened, and like so much stuff with his mom, like hugs, and like you know, I don't know, did they show on Peacock Bruce Pritchard coming out and like stuff like that?
I missed
they showed
Bruce
Pritchard getting booed when he was walking. That was funny.
Really?
Yeah, dude. And then they cut away quickly.
I didn't hear that in my section, but
I didn't see any of that. I saw it last night when I was watching it because I was sprinting to get a fucking Prime bottle for me and you.
Thank you.
Exactly. There you go. Oh man, I remember hearing people miss the main event just to get a Prime bottle. You're an idiot.
Ridiculous.
You're an idiot. Whoever did that out there, I'm sorry, dumbass. I'm just gonna say it right there.
Idiot sandwich.
Okay. Idiot sandwich. Exactly. You're gonna be an idiot sandwich. Gordon Ramsay shout out. But okay, boom. You got that. I don't know really how to keep track of the points, so I'm gonna just say,
I'll write it down.
FigHeel, you have 1 point, and Vault, you also have 1 point for just sharing your opinions.
Wait, why is he gonna point? He's gonna have all the points. There's no. He has no way of losing this.
Shut up.
Okay. Maybe. Okay, Mike, you'll just get the points, and Joe, you can just laugh at his demise.
What are you giving the wine and I get points? Come on.
Okay. What? You know what? I'm getting hot and bothered, man. There's too many points being talked about. Next up, Vault or Fault? MJF.
Vault. Don't even play the music, you Vault. Just move on. Points.
Come on. Yeah. Okay. I did this last night. We already know. I want to know. What do you think? Logan Paul, in-ring wrestler, or whatever you want to call it. Is he a megastar? No, that's LA Knight, right? He's a something. He's definitely something, but Mike, is he a Vault or a Fault? That's more important.
So I don't think that Joe and I have ever discussed Logan Paul as far as a performer and stuff like that. Plus, I also know that I don't think Joe watches Logan Paul's stuff as much as I do. But I feel like if he's at least seen one thing, he would definitely be on board because he's super talented. I mean, he runs the heel gimmick great. So I'm going to say that Vault.
Okay. He's going with Vault.
It's a Vault.
Point
for both of us. Point for both of us.
There you go.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, this is a tough game because there are times where he has like some super hot takes of people that I would assume that he would love, and he's like, nah, I don't like him. So,
yeah. Also, share your takes on some of these guys as well. Like,
no,
I want to know.
I love Logan Paul. I think what he's doing is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just he came off the street and he's not main event in WrestleManias, but he's up there in WrestleMania.
He's on WrestleManias, which is more than even.
he's an attraction at WrestleMania. He's in a fucking attraction.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think he's an incredible in-ring performer. I think his mic work, he needs a little help, but I mean, I think he'll get there. And like, the guy's got a fuck ton of money, and he's still doing this. Tore his ACL, tore his knee up, came back, still doing it. So it shows to me that he really loves this shit, and I can appreciate that.
Yeah, man, I know there's pictures of him as a kid, like with WWE championships and stuff like that. So he's clearly always been a fan and stuff. Like, I don't know if this is necessarily something that he's always wanted to do, but I think he gets it.
Yeah, he was fucking, rich before this. So he definitely doesn't need it.
Exactly, yeah. And something like that makes it feel like more of a vanity thing, and he feels like a natural to this. Like, a lot of the in-ring stuff I'm seeing of him, and just like acting like a dick, it comes natural to him. So I think that's a plus in it.
Can I just tell a little story?
Yes.
So when he first had his very first match, the one with the Miz and everything, I went on Twitter and I said, I put out a tweet and I said, Logan Paul is the best celebrity to step into a wrestling ring, and I got dragged. And I just want to put this out there for any of you that remember that, and you dragged me on Twitter, and the amount of you when it was a ton of you that said Snooki did great and did so much better than Logan Paul. I hope that you deleted your fucking Twitter and you deleted that fucking comment, because that's embarrassing, and you have now officially been proven wrong. And then 6 months after that tweet, everybody was saying, "Oh, he's the best celebrity to step in the ring." No fucking shit. The dude is even if he wasn't wrestling, he's a natural athlete. Like, the way he
put a title on him, which is crazy.
He's an athlete.
They put a title on him.
He might not be, a professional athlete in the sense that that's how he got his fortune, but he's an athletic person. Like, don't come in here with the fucking Snooki, all right? Don't compare Snooki to Logan Paul.
Yeah, you sounded like you were from Jersey, hardcore right there.
Oh my god!
But no, I can back you up on that. You did say that, and I agreed with you. Like, he's the fucking man.
It was
those people better be putting their fists in their mouths. Snooki?
Do you remember when he had the pre-order for the Ultimate? He doesn't deserve an Ultimate yet. Randy Orton doesn't have one.
Yeah.
And then that ended up being way better than the Cody Rhodes Ultimate from Mattel Creations. Remember?
Yeah.
And then
he hasn't earned it yet. It's
awesome.
a business.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this guy has like tremendously more followers and a bigger fan base than any other person on the fucking roster, and they think that he doesn't deserve it. You don't understand why they're making an Ultimate of him.
But they
You know how
didn't
many
do Rey
kids watch his
Mysterio yet.
vlogs? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, get out of here.
Where's my Rey
Mysterio.
Mysterio? Yeah. Like, shut up, Mark.
Meanwhile,
Like,
he's getting
it's a
like 20
business.
re-release figures right now.
Get me
Oh,
pissed
man.
off on my own
Alright,
game.
yeah.
Heat meter.
The heat meter's going off. It's going, dude. It's off the charts at the moment. Let's reel it back in. Okay, so we got 3 for 3.
I'm getting nervous. This game makes me nervous. My hands are literally sweating because I know I'm gonna get one wrong. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it's gonna get better. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all you have to know.
Well, yeah.
Next
Logan made
up.
me nervous.
Logan he made your palms sweat a little bit. Knees weak, arms heavy, mum spaghetti and stuff like that. Next up, I want to know what you think of one of the Australian icons out there, Rhea Ripley.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah. Oh no.
So before I answer this question, I need to know: is this game strictly about their? Is this game strictly about their wrestling prowess or other things?
I'm gonna go
'Cause there's a
let's make it
chance-
a little bit. Yeah, I'll make it a
'Cause
little
I
bit
know-
trickier. Let's see how you think Joe interprets it.
I know visually from the front and the back, he would say yes, but
Yeah.
but
Right.
emphasis on the but. I'm thinking about character-wise and in-ring. I don't see how he couldn't. I don't see how he could falter. I'm gonna say Vault. There's no, you can't. Come on.
If I like the cheeks, I'm not gonna dislike anything else. Yeah, that's a vault. That's a big vault. Yeah,
That's a 4 for
I
4.
love mommy.
That's a big vault. Big Fig Vault.
She, like, I liked her previously, but like once she got in the Judgment Day, she really hit another gear.
Yeah.
I love mommy.
Dude, I knew it was crazy when my sister, who does not want to do like anything to do with wrestling, started getting on her TikToks thirst traps of Rhea Ripley, and she messaged me, "Who is this?" I'm like, "Oh my god, you're into wrestling?" No, this woman is so attractive.
Yeah,
And
it's your
so-
prime minister, dude.
Exactly. This is our prime minister. I love that you knew that. This is our PM right here. And getting the mainstream, my mainstream sister getting on and being a Rhea Ripley fan. I just don't understand it. But of course I understand it. She's an Australian icon. Actually, what am I talking about? Anyway, 4 for 4 for Vault or
Wait,
Fault.
there's multiple Australian icons? I thought there was only one, Nick.
Well, I am the Australian icon, but you understand, like, Grayson Waller says he's the Aussie icon, and it's all that, it's like budget stuff, or whatever. So I don't... me calling Grayson Waller budget, which is really funny. Next question on Vault or Fault. Oh, baby! We got the man, the myth, the legend himself. Now, you got that new gen entrance behind you, Joe. We got Isaac Yankem. Now,
So this, I think this is easy at least. Joe is new gen as fuck, so I'm gonna say anything from the new gen era, he's all about it.
you don't think he has anything that's like new gen era? Oh, I hate this particular. You think he's all for anything new gen?
And
Especially Isaac Yankem.
well, at least figure wise, anything the new gen, like he's picking it up. He
Okay,
loves new
right.
gen. That's his. He loves that shit.
Correct. Vault.
Isaac, have you ever taken a trip to Isaac Yankem himself?
No,
Anyway.
thank God.
Okay, good. Thank the heavens, man. I was looking up photos, and I really didn't want to get a photo that was too up close because the teeth were that gross and disgusting.
Yankem
So,
deserved the strap, man. He deserved it.
Yo,
He deserved the world.
yo, I wouldn't be mad if they did an ultimate Yankem for SDCC. You know what I mean? Because it's like a re-release, but it's still in a Comic-Con exclusive.
with a fake Diesel. If they didn't do the fake Diesel, what is it, Elite in the Monday Night Wars? Get that like an ultimate 2-pack. Boom.
I'm with
There you
that.
go.
I'm with that.
They need to hire me already. All right, so that's I believe that's 5 for 5. Man, I'm not even keeping track at this point. 5 for 5 for Vault or Fault. Freaking another one. Let's see. Okay, we're coming up to the end here. We have, I believe, this one and 2 more wrestlers
He vaults.
after this.
He vaults for LA.
Okay. Is this true, Joe? Do you vault or do you fault?
I vault.
Good. Okay, I was gonna be really upset if you were faulting.
I'm a simple man. If you're like, yeah, I'm in.
Exactly. And if you're like so attitude era coded in your core that your character is, that's why I like it.
I'm not an LA
I'm seeing
guy.
some shake heads. I'm seeing some head shaking right there. What's your
Yeah.
hot take on LA Knight?
I'm not an LA guy, man.
Yeah, that which makes you not an Attitude Era guy with your Mark Miro takes.
Hey, you called him Mark Miro
Johnny
too
be
on the
bad.
pod.
I did it intentionally.
I can't believe
Come
that.
on, bro. I would never call him Mark Miro. Yeah, you could see it on the pod when you first said Mark Miro. I was like what
Like
are you
Rusev?
doing,
I didn't
pal?
see it.
Yeah, he says
Rusev
Mark
Miro?
Miro, and he was
LA
convinced.
Knight is not Attitude Era. LA Knight wishes he was Attitude Era. LA Knight
Oh,
is a wannabe Stone Cold and Rock amalgamation.
I don't disagree.
not
with
wrong.
that.
Not wrong, but that's I think why I like him because no one else is doing that on the roster.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, because everybody else is original.
Exactly. Fair point. Point in case. CaseFresh Pod. Boom.
That's my
Put that
biggest
on the
issue with
show.
him. That's my biggest. I think he has a great physique. I'll tell you that. I think that he's a good talker. He is a
You're just
dude.
gonna compliment on his body?
Hey,
Yeah, absolutely.
yo.
This dude has been in like commercials and stuff like that. Like obviously he has the acting chops, you know, like I just don't understand why he's depending on all of these things that like pulling, and they're direct pulls from like
Right.
the two biggest stars in my opinion. So like it just like it's hard for me to get into it. Why would I want to, you know, buy a ticket to go watch LA Knight on the microphone when I can just go sit on my couch and watch somebody else do it better? I'm not into it.
I think you're going a little bit too far, but you could be there in person and you can go, yeah, and that's fun.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's like the Daniel Bryan thing. That's what's fun about Daniel Bryan. Yes, yo, I
never did
swept
that.
up in it.
I never did that live either.
Yeah, what are you everyone does it live. I don't
I
even
never
like the
did that.
I don't even fucking like the guy, and I did it.
Well, that's you. I never did it.
Joe was one of the people who
Bullshit.
came down to and stormed the ring.
I've
and
never
Raw
in my
and
life
Raw.
thrown my fingers in the air and said yes at an event. Never.
Then
I
you
wasn't
didn't
on for the yes. And I like Daniel Bryan as a wrestler, but I was not on for the yes movement. I was like, they're just yelling yes, and then now it's no. Like I wasn't about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't around
That's
for
fair
that
enough.
part.
So Daniel Bryan, Vault or fault? No. So damn. So if this was heel or feel, then you would heal this or feel that. I really don't know how that.
I would definitely not
You would-
feel it. I would definitely not feel it, Nick.
You'd not be feeling this one for sure. That's fair enough. Okay, let's keep it rolling, dude. Vault or fault?
Oh, he
The
loves
best
Ken. He loves
Sound
Kenny.
machine, Kenny Omega.
Yeah, he loves Kenny.
Vault.
Yeah.
But, okay, dude, that was quick. This guy's my I think top wrestler today, modern maybe. I don't know. If I would have to think about
settle down.
it.
I love Kenny. I love
Twinkle
Kenny.
Toes, baby.
Yeah.
Twinkle Toes, big finger bang.
I like Kenny. I think he's great in the ring. I think he's very impressive to watch. My biggest thing is like when he gets on the mic, it's just like he's just not a mic guy, man. Like just don't even do it.
Trash
Some people
on the mic.
have
Trash on the
some
mic.
people, exactly. Some people have one or the other, or some people have both. For me, man, when I my rocks get kicked off. Is that even a sentence? When I watch like Kenny matches, you know, that's when I'm like, man, this is athletically impressive as all hell. And you know, just pictured here, New Japan. Oh my god, I'm such a fucking mark, such a nerd.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, he had a cool entrance too, and then his theme song in AEW is really cool too. Like that's like part of the package for me, man. But like
Exactly,
like, he's not
it's
that
presence.
great on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Olivier.
Presentation. Kenny Olivier, yeah, there you go. Shout out to Jim. I know he's watching.
I love Jim
big,
Cornette.
big fan of Figure Friday. Man, I think it was it you guys, or I think it was maybe the Major Pod that were talking about Jim Cornette. They need to get like better lines for his figures because they're doing
For
it through
sure.
like
Yeah.
figure toy company right now, right? Oh
Yeah.
boy.
And he
Another
gets
talk
so
for
many
another day.
figures. He gets like 10 through them. Like we realistically need 2 Jim Cornettes.
Mhm.
And is it like
We're good.
which Express as well? I always forget, dude. I'm a
Yeah, I'm not a big.
child.
I don't like any Midnight or Rock and Roll Express. And I don't like
Right.
any of the Expresses. It predates me a little bit.
Yeah, I know that there's like fans out there that would love some great figures though, and like FTC, not the way to go in my opinion.
No.
But that'd be like a vault or fault for another day. There we go, FTC. But this is the last wrestler. This is the last wrestler that I. This is a vault or fault. This is for all the points. It's not for all the points. This is for. I don't know, the last point. A vault or fault?
Oh, he didn't watch. He didn't watch this era. So I think if he watched, I think that he would have been annoyed by Eugene.
Okay,
I think he would have been annoyed by Eugene, but I don't know if he's ever seen Eugene. I don't know.
Joe, before
He
you
wasn't
answer,
he wasn't watching at the time.
That's fair.
This is true. I wasn't watching at the time, but
Okay.
when the WWE Network came out, my wife and I we like watched like all the pay-per-views in order to like catch up like psychos.
Awesome. Yeah,
And,
awesome. I love that.
I definitely wouldn't fault Eugene. He had a banger. His theme was a banger.
The theme was good, but you liked Eugene. You did. I liked Eugene. I loved the Eugene character, but I just didn't think that you would.
He's not a fault. I don't know if I would put him in the vault either. But I mean, you know what? Fuck it. He looks like a nice enough fella.
Is that where we're going by now? He looks like a nice enough fella.
So guess what? Guess what, Mike? You get that wrong. No, I'm joking. Actually, no. You get it right because you said vault, right?
No, he said
So
no.
he looks like
I said fault.
He looks. Okay, you said fault, man. So he's a nice enough fella.
He's a nice
that was for all the marbles. I can't
So
believe
I won.
Joe beat you. Yeah,
Of course you won. Of course you won.
Dude, this game was rigged from the beginning.
Yeah,
okay,
the whole
Heel?
thing was rigged. He gets points just for answering the question. I get points if I get it right.
I won fair and
dude.
square, motherfucker.
Who made this game? Who did this?
The Australian icon, clearly.
Yeah, look. Oh my god. That moniker's meaning less and less as we go on. But
Where did
guys,
the logo go? Is he out?
I think he had to leave. Where is Sam? I got a dip. He said I got a dip.
I got a
Oh, yes,
dip.
Sam. You have to dip, dude. You think double dip or?
I feel like I was talking to a catfish or something. You know what I mean?
It's like a 50-year-old man, behind that logo.
But I also have to dip. I also have to dip.
Dude, absolutely. So I want you guys to actually roll out the red carpets for yourself. Tell everyone out there where they can find you and I want to say actually a huge thank you for stopping on Figure Friday. This was actually a ton of fun, and I'd love for you guys have an open invite whenever you guys like.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having us. I really like the. You know what I like? I like the fact you did the game because that was one of my things when we start doing interviews. I wanted to start doing games. So, but I am the FigHeel, and you can follow me at FigHeel on everything. And yeah, I mean, I have books on Amazon, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter.
We didn't even touch on that too. So you got to come on again.
I got a few more of my retro figures on Whatnot too, if anybody wants them. So moving on to FigVault, RigVault.
I don't have any books. You know who the fuck I am? And if you don't follow me, it's your fucking loss.
It's your fault.
It's your fault.
Hey, I'm the Vault, and if you don't know, it's your fault. There you go. That on a shirt or something like that. Yeah, dude.
Seriously,
CaseFresh
thanks, Nick.
everywhere you can, man. Dude, dude, I should be thanking you guys. Seriously, it's been an honor. Like, this was a ton of fun.
Shit. I'm sorry. I was talking to somebody earlier, and I have some breaking news to reveal on the pod.
Oh yeah.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Where'd they go? I'm just kidding, guys. Thank you all for being here. Dude, they dipped. That was so funny. That took me by surprise. They freaking got me, dude. Damn it. I'm trying to be all unpredictable and everything, but they got me. Guys, if you want to find me, everywhere you can do. Oh, man. Shout out to the CaseFresh Pod. They're fucking funny fellows, dude. I gotta say. I want to shout out everyone that was been in here. Jacob the Wrestling Fan, MBG1211, and everyone in between. Thank you for watching. If you're viewing on demand, watching on demand, you can find me at Nick Storm Review everywhere you freaking can. But with that being said, I'm gonna see you guys when I'm freaking looking at you next. Bye-bye! Did you enjoy this stream? Well, good, because after this stream ends, make sure to go onto my channel and binge watch every single one of my videos, because they're guaranteed a good chuckle or two. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye!